Indiana court upholds a lower court's denial of a claim for any occupation benefits by a former director of operations when he's discovered working as a real estate agent. Don't play a game of chance with your disability benefits. A federal judge is not going to be looking at that situation favorably, and it's going to be a losing proposition, particularly if you lie about working when you claim you're disabled. Well, this happened to Mr. Borash in the case of Borash versus Aetna Life. It's an Indiana case, and the judge did what the judge needed to do. The judge was absolutely right in denying this claim, but let me tell you the tale of Mr. Borash. He was the director of operations of Boyd Gaming Casino and Hotel. He retired due to chronic symptoms of HIV, and he was paid his monthly LTD benefits. Ultimately, the carrier had a neuropsychiatric IME who disputed the cognitive claims, and his benefits were terminated. He appealed, but Aetna uncovered information that Borash had gotten his real estate license and had 2 businesses that flipped properties. They concluded that he was working in a sedentary to a light capacity and that he didn't qualify for benefits. Now, you would have thought that Borash would have given up, realizing that he had been caught. But he filed suit instead, and the federal judge started his analysis with the plan's definition of disability. In this case, the plan's definition of disability was an inability to perform the material and substantial duties of any gainful occupation for which he was reasonably or could reasonably become fitted by education, training, or experience, and which resulted in or could be expected to result in an income of more than 60% of his adjusted pre-disability earnings. So as part of the denial, Aetna had a vocational review done, and the vocational evaluator opined that Borash could be a touring production manager, manager of a golf club, and a booking manager, all of which were within his physical abilities and in the labor market in his area. Now, these positions all had salaries equal to or greater than 60% of his adjusted pre-disability earnings. But on appeal, he argued that Aetna had used improperly a broad category of occupations in which there were only 180 people employed in Michigan, where he lived, and that the median wage data should have been used instead of the mean. Now, unfortunately, the only evidence in support of that argument was an article that he did not submit during the appeal process, and he didn't submit any rebuttal VE evidence. The court refused to consider it since it was outside of the administrative record. Now, another series of mistakes made by Borash included, of course, the attempt to misrepresent his occupational duties, and the court just didn't buy it. And they said, look, you're able to perform another occupation. It seems especially disingenuous of you to now attack the interpretation of the Bureau of Labor Statistics data when the record reveals that you're actually able to work, that you had 2 businesses, and in those businesses you earned a sum of $110,000, you had a real estate license, and you drove more than 2,400 miles per month in your occupation. Well, the judge just threw the book at him. The lesson here is just don't lie. Don't lie to your doctor about your symptoms. Don't lie to your doctor about your functionality. Don't lie on your activity of daily living forms about what you're doing. Don't lie when the insurance adjuster takes your statement. And if you've lied, don't take an appeal of a claims denial. What do you think the judge is going to do? You've been caught, and you've been caught red-handed. This isn't a case of Pinocchio. The judge did what the judge needed to do. The claim was rightfully denied, and the court rightfully upheld that denial. Now, on the other hand, if your claim has been wrongfully denied or wrongfully terminated, you need the assistance of an experienced ERISA disability attorney such as myself, who can help you get the benefits you deserve, regardless of where you live in the United States. But I'll tell you something, I won't represent a fraud, and I won't represent a liar. If you have a great case, call me at 727-894-3188. I look forward to helping you get the disability benefits you rightfully deserve.